Wagwan.
Wagwan Jamaica.
Is Habadere by? I can't. Like this. Is it cool? Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see, it's a different type of video, so we're more like sitting down because we want to talk to you about how we met.
Sounds amazing. Hi, my name is Alex. I'm coming from Austria, but not Vienna. I'm coming from Vorarlberg, and I grew up there, had a great time, and it's a very beautiful country with a lot of lakes, natural spring water, amazing water to drink everywhere, rivers, beautiful forest, lots of mountains, lots of snow, lots of skiing, sledding, all the winter kind of sports.
So I'm Chantel, and as you've probably seen sometimes in my videos, I'm from Jamaica, and I actually was born there, I grew up there, I studied there, and I lived there for most of my life. I know some people are a little bit shocked when I say that because of my accent. I don't have that strong accent like Wagwan, yeah, my dep and things, everything good, everything airy. But I can assure you that I'm 100% Jamaican. So we met online. Yeah, I know it's like not the most traditional way of meeting someone, but we met on a Christian dating app.
I'm usually not online type of person.
But somehow we ended up on the dating app at the same time, on the same day, in the same moment.
I don't remember.
I messaged you first.
Okay, the lady messaged me first.
I messaged Alex first because I didn't pay for the app, so I had the free version. So many times, like if you don't message someone first, they won't see your profile, so I messaged him first.
It was beautiful. Of course. Always good to learn new people. Exciting time. Of course it was. I was a little bit picky, so it's always difficult in the first moments to know who that person will be later on when you write more and more. But now here we are, married in Portugal, none of our home countries. I was searching for a woman that would like to go on an adventure, of course, always with me, because I like to be in nature and sleep outside in the forest sometimes and make barbecues at the rivers, fires, build my own tent, like a survival and bushcraft combination. So that was important that I have somebody that would that would go with me outside and do those things, adventurous, and also at the same time the belief was a very big chapter for me and for Chantal, of course. We were looking for a Christian husband and wife that we can go together to the church and work in the church. Would it be with children or techniques stuff in the church, or whatever it is, that we're just active in church, and yeah, that we have a personal relationship to Jesus, of course. That was also important, that we can lead our children in the Word of God. I was also raised in the Word of God with my family, and thankfully all of them go to the church and are Christians, new believers. that's very beautiful to see, and this would be much more beautiful when I can see that also with our children. And of course she needs to be responsible for many different kind of things, so I'm a little bit old school, that I try my best that my wife can stay at home when she wants that, and she can take care of the house and the children at home, and I can go and get the money. Work for the money. Yeah.
The cool thing is that he grew up in church, like we say born and raised in church. That's how we say it in Jamaican also. It was the same for me. I was born and raised in church. Like church was everything I knew. Like if you knew me, you knew that I was always in church. I grew up in church, and my family and everything, like generational Christians, I would say. So it was cool to meet Alex, who had that same journey, because I feel like when you grew up in church, it's different. Or you share more similarities, you know. Yeah, because so we were looking for the same thing. I think we were both resolute in what we were looking for. I was looking for a husband,
and I was looking for a wife.
Yay!
And here we are.
Here we are. As we mentioned, we met in a Christian dating app specifically, and that helped us a lot, because already you kind of had an understanding whether this person was serving the same God as you, which is a great start. But what specifically attracted me to Alex's profile was he was very clear that he was looking for a wife. That was something that was at the top of your profile. Yeah, you were like, I'm searching for a wife. I work in the youth ministry at church. And I was like, that's very beautiful, because it's nice to know when a man knows what he wants, because it also shows that he will be a good leader in the future, like for me and also for our family. And it also takes away all that unnecessary small talk. And it shows good intention, because sometimes you join a Christian dating app, and even though the person says they're Christian, it doesn't mean that they share similar values, or doesn't mean that they're looking for a wife or a husband. And also, it was pretty cool that he was from Austria, I would say. Like, from my worldview, like, you don't hear about Austria a lot in Jamaica. And Austria is a smaller country compared to like Germany, let's say, and I really like that he was from a country that was not necessarily the most popular, because that made him more unique.
Bob Marley's songs are always in the Austrian radio, so Jamaica is popular in Austria. So I cannot say that. My views are similar, like as I said before, because you post a lot of photos on your profile when you were outside, so that gave me the feeling that of course this is a more natural girl, because you can see that, and I liked that a lot in the beginning, and still do, but that's what attracted me at your profile. So after we liked our profiles, we texted each other for kind of 3 months, and then I decided to travel to her to Portugal, because she was studying in Portugal at that time, in Lisbon. And then I was a little bit nervous, because I'm the type of person you never know what kind of person who sits behind that phone. So I asked my friend to come with me. I told him then I have at least a good vacation with my friend when there's a fat guy behind that phone, behind that profile. So
Oh my goodness.
so I booked that, and then we traveled there together, and I spent some days together with you. Then I saw that you're real. I can touch you.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm so nervous. Oh my god. Muito obrigada.
Nada.
Oh my god. Hello.
Now
Very
nice.
And well, in that first time that we met in Lisbon, I asked her to be my girlfriend because everything went well.
Yeah, that was very sweet.
And then in December, she came to see my family to celebrate Christmas together. That was also beautiful, meeting first time. Then we had a long distance relationship, of course.
Wow, sometimes I forget about that, the long distance relationship we had. It feels so far away now.
So in the beginning, when we saw each other the first time till the Christmas that we spent together was also like 3 months or 2.5, and then again from Christmas again, I think 2.5 or 3 months again, and then we saw each other again. In Austria, she came again to Austria because I had to work for the future. And then after that I took holidays for 3 weeks, I think, and then we went together to Jamaica.
Jamaica.
And then we
Alex's first time in Jamaica, by the way.
first time in Jamaica. I organized my engagement ring already to go on that trip because I wanted to ask her family and her parents first if they would give me their blessing to marry her. And I had my ring with me, and the parents didn't know about that yet, and I never met them. So we went to Jamaica. Then I saw them the first time, then they asked some questions, and then one of my first questions was that if I can marry her, so that was a little bit funny.
Mm-hmm. I never thought you would propose in Jamaica either. That's the thing, I didn't expect it.
And I organized also a trip with her sister to go on a mountain in Jamaica, to book there a little wooden cabin to stay there for 1 or 2 nights. And that's when I asked her to be my wife then. And then she said yes, and everybody was happy.
Yeah. It was a cool engagement because, as I said, I had zero idea. Like, I wouldn't have thought you would have proposed in Jamaica, you know. But it's very beautiful that he did, because I remember we were having a conversation once and you asked me, like, how would I want to be proposed to, and I said it would be so cool if I was surrounded by my family. You remember? And then I thought in my mind that it's kind of impossible because, remember, like, we're in Europe and my family is in Jamaica, and Jamaica is very far as well, and we were together for 6 months until you proposed. Like, the day when he proposed, we were together for 6 months. Then I didn't think he would do it. Like, in my mind I thought he would ask for the blessing, but I was very, very happy actually, and it was so cool because the Lord worked it out really perfectly as well. Because after the proposal we had like an engagement party with my childhood friends from church. Some of them I hadn't seen in a while, and it felt so beautiful and so natural. I would say that's a huge blessing and gift from God. Like, it worked out really, really perfectly.
So after the engagement, we came home to Austria, And then of course it was on the schedule to organize a wedding. Yeah. And then of course we were a distance relationship because Chantal was in Portugal. So it was even a little bit more difficult to organize it because we wanted to get married in Austria. Because in my state there are many people that don't speak that much English. In some areas it was then a little bit more, took more time to explain everything and set up right. For my wife and for us.
Yeah, but it worked out well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a good timing because we went into a relationship on October and we got married in October.
Yeah. So we got married exactly 1 year later from when we started our relationship.
Exactly on the same day, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And also that day is an Austrian National Day. So whenever we would be in Austria, we would have free to do something. So that was also the plan. But now we're in Portugal.
It wasn't easy planning the wedding, as Alex said, because you know when you imagine your dream wedding, it's different than reality because I mean, like, as he mentioned, like, I had to consider the fact that I had to plan this in a whole different country, in a whole different language, and then no one told me how stressful wedding planning could get. There is so much to think about. He supported me very, very well. You know the quintessential thought where it's like, oh yeah, the bride, she plans everything. It wasn't like that for us. Like, Alex helped a lot, so we did it together. It was a team effort. Yeah, and also his friends and family were so supportive.
My friends and my church also.
Yeah.
Helped a lot.
Everyone was so supportive. His family was so awesome, loving, very motivating, supportive. His church, friends. That was the most beautiful part of planning the wedding, was having that community. Did you say community? Community. Now we're in Portugal together. One Jamaican, one Austrian. And together we're Jamaustrians?
Okay.
Jaustrians? Austrian? Anyways. So now we're in Portugal together, and we're here mainly because I have a history of living here in Portugal, and for several reasons we decided to come back here together to see what the Lord has in store for us here. And as you see, we're sharing some of that on the channel. And yeah, let's see what the future holds.
So our YouTube content is then what you saw already, probably many things that we're driving from Austria to Portugal, and we stopped in many different kind of cities. We stopped once in Switzerland and many times in France because it's bigger, than one time in Spain and then in Portugal many times. And now that we reached here, we continue to make content, of course, a little bit from different regions in Portugal, because we're still traveling around, even though when we have to work, that we are driving around looking at different places. So you will see that, and also a little bit of farm life, because we worked also a little bit on the different quintas, farms, very helped out for our accommodation and food.
Mm-hmm.
That's very cool.
Yeah. That's very cool, yeah. So yeah, and that's what we have on our channel, and the future is like just more about our lifestyle and travel and things we do. The main goal is to live and then make videos according to our life instead of like forcing a video. So when we do something, we just share it on the channel, like how we were doing the road trip. So instead of us doing an activity just for YouTube, we will live our life and film sometimes and post it on YouTube. But for now, the channel will stay as it is because Alex, he's not the type of person who likes to be in front of the camera, and I respect that. So you will still mostly see me, and you will see us when we're vlogging because we're married, and it's hard to omit each other out of a video when you're living together. So yeah, and in the future, if we do start a new channel, we will let you know, but it wouldn't be like a couples channel. It would be something based on what we're doing in that time, you know, because we've been praying about several things, and we are hopeful that we know that the Lord will provide for us. And when He does, I know you probably have zero understanding what I'm saying. We will share that in moderation, of course, on our channel. So definitely watch the videos that we already have and stay tuned for the future videos that we will post. Sometimes it will just be like us doing things, vlogging, or like, for example, I have a video there, how is it being a new wife, like stuff like that, you know. It's more like lifestyle and travel if we travel, lifestyle if we don't travel. Who knows?
How it is in Portugal, how life is in Portugal for foreigners. Also, because I need to learn the language now, yeah.
Which you're doing well, Shats. You're doing well. And you're very motivated too. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, and who knows, you can also suggest videos that we could do, because I'm also trying to learn more Portuguese, but also German, of course. Yeah. That would be a dream when I can speak German fluently. Jetzt, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, aber I don't know. Aber Duolingo, help me out here.
In my dialect, you would say it much different, so probably you won't understand some words when I would talk in my dialect.
How would you say it in your dialect? It's like, instead of ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch.
Ich habe jetzt Deutsch schwätzen. That's how we would say it.
Okay. Ich habe ein Deutsch sprechen.
Ich habe jetzt Deutsch schwätzen.
Okay, ich habe jetzt Deutsch.
So when you like this video, you can like it and subscribe when you want to see more, and we will be happy about it. Yeah!
Bye! Is habedere bye?
Also, both. You can say both.
Can I say it with you?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Habedere!
Servus. Servus.
Okay. 1, 2.
Servus.
And now yours.
Servus. Like I showed you before. Wagwan. 1, 2, 3. Wagwan. One more time. Wagwan.